Hello everyone, me, your friend Krishna Kumar Chaudhary is going to construct a video in a vector algebra. Okay, today vector algebra. Under it, what you will study? First heading is our scalar and vectors. Okay, vectors, scalar and vector. What do you know about the scalar and vectors? On the basis of characteristics, on the basis of characteristics, what are the characteristics? That is on the basis of magnitude and direction. Okay, characteristics are magnitude and direction. Okay, on the basis of magnitude and directions, we do have two types of quantities. Okay, we do have two types of quantities. The quantities, first quantity is that is scalar quantity. Scalar quantity, and second one you have a vector quantity. Now let's define it each. What do you know about the scalar quantity? A quantity which possesses magnitude only in space. Okay, might be that maybe linear, or space means what do you understand? No, space means might be that will be the R or R2 or R3 or Rn. No, is said to be scalar quantity. No, if it possesses a quantity which possesses magnitude only is called as a scalar quantity. What is scalar quantity? It is simply denoted by, how will you represent it? It is simply denoted by small letters, that is A, B, C and dot dot. What are the example? Let us have some example. For example of a scalar quantity, the example of scalar quantity, we can say mass. No, mass, independent unit, you can say mass, time, money, etc. are the example of the scalar quantity. Let's define similarly the vector quantity. No, I will change. I will write here gap. In a gap you will write a quantity which possesses magnitude as well as direction. Magnitude as well as direction. Okay, direction is said to be vector quantity. No, vector quantity. How will you represent it? It is denoted by A over it arrow should be A arrow, that is A vector, read as A vector. Similarly B arrow, that is B vector, and C arrow, that is C vector. For example, you can say displacement is the example. Displacement is one of the example of a vector quantity. Similarly, you can say velocity, acceleration, etc. are the example of a scalar and vector quantity. Obviously, it has space, no, properties of vectors, you can say. This vector algebra has some properties. Let's study about it. Vectors, properties of vectors. Properties of, second heading is properties of vectors. We are talking about vector algebra property. Okay, let V be the set of vectors. No, suppose that V is the vector, a vector, b vector, c vector, their elements are there, no, and V is written as a set, name of the set of vectors. Okay, as a vector space if a vector, b vector, c vector, suppose b vector is the set and it has the element a, b, c. Okay, be the elements of b, be the elements of b. What does it mean? That is, b is the such type of vector, a vector, b vector, c vector. This is the set, no, etc, you can say. No, this type of set is v. Then first property, it says that a vector and plus b vector, means any two vector additive, a vector plus b vector, whether, or b vector plus a vector, if you will add, that both will be the same, and this is called as a commutative law. No? And similarly, you have second property. The property number second is a vector plus b plus c vector, that will be equal to a vector plus b vector at last plus c vector, and which is called, both will be the equal. This is called associative law. That means vector will follow commutative law, vector will follow associative law. No, and a third property you have, for all a vector, for all, suppose one of vector you have taken, for all a vector, or you can take b vector or c vector, whatever there is, there exist zero vector. No, there will exist zero vector such that a vector plus zero vector, no, will be equal to a vector, which is called existence. No, existence of identity, means zero is your identity. No, zero is your identity, and if you will add with zero vector, then the vector remain as it is, which is called existence of identity law, we can say. And fourth property you have, for all a vector, there exist minus a vector such that a vector plus and then minus of a vector, if you will add, that will provide us zero vector, which is called existence of inverse. This is called existence of inverse. Inverse. That means a vector should follow the commutative law, vector should follow associative law, vector should follow existence of identity, vector should follow existence of inverse even. And fifth property you have, property for m and n scalars. Suppose m and n are scalars, no, scalars, then what will be the m plus n, addition of both scalar and then multiplication with a vector, one of the vector, if you will multiply, that will result same, what, m a vector and plus n a vector. This is also one of the property for the vector. And sixth property you have for m scalars. Suppose m is a scalar, no, then what will be the m times of a vector plus b vector. If you will add two vector and then multiply with a scalar quantity, that will be the equal to m times of a vector plus m times of b vector. Means whether you multiply with each vector with that scalar and then add, it will remain same with this. No, left hand. Seventh property you have for mn scalars, if both the scalar is multiplied and then a vector, or you can say m times separately you multiply, first with one scalar and then lastly with another scalar, or you can say n times of m a vector, that remains same. These are the types of properties of the scalars, vector, properties of a vector. Now let's come to its type. What are the types of vector? These are the not the property of a scalar. Okay, these are the property of a vector algebra. We are talking about the vector. These are the property of vector algebra. No, vectors means it doesn't identify that it should follow the vector quantity only. No, that is for the vector algebra. No, whole algebra's property is your these are. So now types of vectors. Okay, types of vector. We will not talk about the scalar quantity. We are talking about the vector. Whether you can say the property of vector quantity, it will remain same. No, whether say property of vector algebra or you can say property of vector quantity, that remains here. These are the property of vectors, you can say. Now types of vector. So what are the types? First type you have that null vectors. Null vectors. Or you can say zero vector. Zero vector. How will you define this? A vector which has magnitude 0 because you have the characteristics. What characteristic is whether magnitude or direction? We are talking about the according to magnitude. A vector which has magnitude 0 is called null vector. Null vector. Okay, and is denoted by, how will you denote it? And is denoted by zero vector. One of the types is your null vector. Similarly, you have second types. Next, under the types, you have second type is that you have unit vectors. Unit vector. Obviously, unit means one. How will you define it? A vector which has magnitude unity, which has magnitude 1. Magnitude 1 you can say, or unit you can say, unit. No, or 1 you can say, or 1 is said to be unit vector. This is called unit vector, and is denoted by how will you denote it? It can be denoted by E cap, you can say. No, some of the vector of that cap, or you can say n vector. You can represent by the n even. No, you can represent it by the n over it cap. This is also called a unit vector. No, and the third types you have, and we have in a unit vector, we do have the formula how to calculate a unit vector. Suppose for that, if suppose that a vector is any vector, suppose a is any vector. No, how will you calculate the unit vector? Then unit vector of these, how will you represent it? Unit vector of a vector is represented by a cap. No, you can represent it by a cap. Okay, how will you find it? You will find it a cap and defined how will you do? Defined as a cap is equal to a vector and then magnitude of a vector. This is the formula for the calculation of unit vector. Okay, this is your formula for the calculation of unit vector. Now third types you have co-initial vector. Initial vector. Okay, co-initial. Meaning of co in mathematics is same. Okay, meaning of mathematics is in co is same. So co-initial vector means two or more vectors having the initial means starting point, having the same starting point, same initial or starting point, you can say initial or starting point are called co-initial. Okay, co-initial vectors. And after co-initial you do have next type, that is parallel vectors. Parallel vector. Under parallel you do have parallel like or and unlike vectors. Parallel like or parallel unlike vector, we can say vectors. Parallel like or parallel unlike vector. What do you know about parallel vector? The two vectors are said to be parallel if they lie along the same or parallel lines. No, if two vectors are said to be parallel if they lie along the same, or whether it will be in the same lines or parallel lines, then it is called parallel vectors. So in the case of if it will lie on the same direction, that is like vectors. If it will lie, it will what you can say, it will lie on same direction or goes on, you can say goes on same direction, then it is called parallel, like parallel, then it is like parallel. No, if and similarly if they will go on opposite direction, if they will go on opposite direction, then it will be unlike parallel. It will be unlike parallel. No, unlike parallel. So these are the types. After then next type you have that you have equal vectors. Okay, next types you have equal vectors. The definition of this is there must be two vectors, minimum two vectors are said to be equal if they have the same magnitude and parallel direction. They have the same magnitude, they should have the same magnitude and parallel vectors. No, they should have two criteria is there for the equal vectors. One is magnitude will be equal and they should have the parallel vectors. That means what? That might be the like parallel or that might be the unlike parallel. It does not depend on this. After then you have second type, next type is that you have free vectors. No, free vector, you can say free vectors. Free vectors. What do you know about this? Vectors having the same magnitude, and direction also will be same, and direction, having same magnitude and direction, and acting at different points in the same line or parallel lines, and acting at different points in the same line or parallel lines. Parallel lines are called free vectors. Free vectors. What do you mean about it? Vectors having the same magnitude and direction but acting at different points in the same line, whether it will be in the same line or parallel lines, are called free vectors. Okay, that means what? That means magnitude should be same, direction should be same. Suppose that this is one of the vector, AB vector, no, and this direction is from left to right, and in the say this is CD vector in the same line, CD vector, the direction is in the same, direction is even same, but acting is, obviously there is different points, acting at different points in the same line, but it will be in the same line. Okay, then AB vector and CD vector are called free vectors. After then you have next types is position vector of a point. Position vector of a point. Position vector of a point. What do you know about this? The position vector of a point with respect to arbitrary origin, or you can say starting from origin. Okay, starting from the vector, starting from origin. The vector starting from origin. Starting from origin is called position vector. Is called position vector. Position vector. No, you can say what? For example, you can say P is the position vector of a point. Then OP vector is your position vector. OP vector you can say, or you can say OA vector, etc. No, this type of vector which are starting from origin is called as a position vector. Next type you have negative of a vector. Negative of a vector. No, negative of a vector. Let's define this one. Negative of a vector. A vector whose magnitude is the same as that of a given vector. Suppose that vector is V vector, but has opposite direction. Opposite direction is called negative. Negative vector. Negative vector of which vector? Negative vector B vector. No, and is denoted by how will you denote it? Obviously negative minus B vector. Okay, you will represent it minus b vector. Only the magnitude is same, but direction is different. No, then direction is in opposite direction. Both are in opposite. Okay, then it is called negative of a vector. After then you have collinear vector. Next type is which number is, I think 10 number. Collinear vector. Collinear vectors. Okay, collinear vectors. What do you know about the collinear vector? Co means same. The vector which has the vectors which are in the same or parallel lines irrespective of their magnitude, irrespective of their magnitude, are said to be collinear. No, collinear. That means lying on the, you can say those vectors which are lie on the same line, no, are called collinear vector. That might be the parallel even. Those are called parallel. So next number, that is coplanar vector. Next heading is coplanar. PLANAR, planar vectors. Okay, coplanar vector. Let's define this. The vectors are said to be coplanar vectors if they are parallel to, they are on the same plane. They are on the same plane. If they are on the same plane, we can say, no, are called coplanar vector. Now let's come to the, obviously the scalar has its product. No, a scalar quantity has its own product, or a vector has its own product. So two types of product are there in corresponds to vectors. No, one of the product is called dot products. So first product, you have a scalar product. We are talking about the vectors, scalar product, or you can say dot product of two vectors. We are talking about vectors, two vectors dot product. Okay, so nextly we will study the cross product, that is called. Two types of product are there in vectors. One is a scalar product, another is vector product. Now, so first one is a scalar product. Let's study about it. How two vectors are there. Suppose that two vector means, let us suppose two vectors are, let A vector and B vector are two vectors. No, suppose these are two vectors. Obviously you will suppose that two vectors. How will you define this? Then the scalar product, a scalar product of which two vector, A and B, is denoted by, how will you denote it? Dot product denoted by, how will you denote? A vector dot, no, it's clear from the dot, B vector, and read as, how will you read it? And read as A vector dot B vector, and defined, how will you define it? Defined by A vector dot B vector, which is equal to magnitude of A, magnitude of B, and then cos theta. Okay, this is the formula for calculating the calculation of scalar product of between the two vectors. Okay, This is the formula for calculation of dot product. What do you know about? You already have a vector, b vector. The usual notation of theta is your where theta measures the angle determined by a vector and b vector. No? And a note for this, one of the note you can write, instead of magnitude of a vector you can write a, and similarly magnitude of b you can write b. Simply you can even write. Okay, this is the note for writing. After the scalar product definition, obviously it will have the geometrical meaning. No, obviously it will have geometrical meaning. So let's talk about the geometrical meaning. Geometrical meaning of a scalar product between two vectors. Geometrical meaning of a scalar product of two vectors. So for that, for the geometrical meaning, suppose this is your a vector, okay, and named it as a OA vector. OA vector is represented by the a vector, and angle formation will be, obviously there will be the two lines intersection should be there to form the angle. Suppose this is your intersection point is your O, and where this one is your B vector. Suppose this is B, you can write it. Let us suppose that let A vector is represented by OA vector, and B vector you have represented as a OB vector. Okay, you have represented it, and after then suppose let you have drawn BD perpendicular to, or BM you can say, BM draw you can say, no, instead of let draw BM perpendicular to OA. Okay, one of the line you can draw here perpendicular, that is M. BM perpendicular to OA. After then you have the formula. Now what is the geometrical meaning? Now a vector and dot b a vector, geometrical meaning you need to find. You are going to find the what is the geometrical meaning of dot product. So a dot b, how it is defined? A vector and then b vector and then cos theta. No, a vector, b vector and then cos theta. Obviously instead of this you can write a b cos theta. A b cos theta instead of a vector, because we have written earlier in the note. No, suppose a is your what? This is magnitude, you can write OA. No, OA, and this you can keep in the one place. Okay, and what will be the b cos theta? In the right angle OBM, OM will be your b cos theta by Pythagoras theorem. B cos theta will be your OM. So here you can write OM. So OA dot OM, OA and then dot or into, you can say OA and then into OM. Obviously that will be the equal to magnitude of A. What do you know about this? The meaning of this is that is a scalar component. A scalar component of B vector along A vector. This is the geometrical meaning. First geometrical meaning, when you have arranged b cos theta, you have taken in the one place. What will be the similarly, if you will take the a cos theta instead of b cos theta, then what will be the similarly a dot b is equal to magnitude of a, magnitude of b and then cos theta. If you will take arrange it, that you can write b a cos theta. No, after then OB will be obviously your B is your OB and then this whatever you will get, but if which is equal to obviously magnitude of B, and this is called, because figure is not there, so I have written here, this is cancelled. Okay, magnitude of B you will get after calculation. Then this will be your scalar component, a scalar component of A vector along B vector. This is your geometrical meaning. Okay, these two are the geometrical meaning of dot product, and obviously it will have the properties. Some product has, last earlier we have discussed the properties of vectors only, not the product properties, scalar product properties. What are the properties that we are going to discuss here? So properties of a scalar product of, we are talking about two vectors. So first property is, we are talking about the product properties. Earlier we talked about the vectors quantity. Okay, so or space you can say. Earlier we have talked or vector space. So first property is scalar product or scalar vector of two vectors. Scalar vector of two vectors is commutative. Scalar product you can say, no, it will be very clear. Scalar product of two vector is commutative. Now what does it mean? That is A dot B. Commutative means if you will change it, B dot A, that remains same. Now this is the first property of the scalar. Second property, two non-zero vectors are perpendicular if and only if their scalar product is 0. That is, what does it mean? A dot B equal to 0. If question will be asked to you, prove that is perpendicular, or if this is perpendicular, find the value of unknown, then obviously you will apply this condition. Okay, if it will be asked to you, prove two vectors are perpendicular, then A dot B, that must be equal to 0. Or if it will be asked you, two vectors are perpendicular, vector will be given there, and calculate the unknown one. Okay, unknown scalar will be set to find to you, then you will apply this one. Third property, scalar product of two vectors is positive when it will be positive, or when it will be negative, no, or when it will be 0. Scalar product when it will be positive, when it will be negative, or and finally when it will be 0, according as the angle between the vectors is acute, obtuse, or a right angle. No, if between two vectors the angles formed is acute, then obviously it will be positive. If between two vectors angle will be obtuse, then negative. If angle between the A and B vector is right angle, then it will be the 0. Then fourth property you have, if two vectors A and B are parallel, then when it will be parallel, A dot B must be equal to AB, or you can say, or that will be equal to minus AB. No, when it will be parallel. No, this is the case of parallel. Okay, according as the vectors, are like parallel, that is theta equal to 0 degree, or unlike parallel, that is theta equal to pi. No, if 0, then obviously A dot B equal to AB. If pi will be, then A dot B will be your minus AB. No? And last property, fifth property, you have fifth property, that is we have whether you calculate A dot A, okay, and this will be equal to what? A dot, instead of A you should write B. Magnitude of A again instead of A, then cos, both are parallel, then 0 degree. No, so what you will obtain? This is magnitude of A of A square, and this is 1. No, since cos 0 degree is your 1. No, so you, instead of that, you can write 1. Okay, after then what you will get? This is equal to A square, means A dot A, right? Or you can write magnitude of A vector of A square, or A square simply. That meaning is same. After the scalar product properties, you need to go the projection of A vector on B vector. How will you calculate? Projection is simply the shadow. Okay, projection of A vector on B vector. So projection, let suppose that theta is angle. No, theta is angle between A vector and B vector. That means there must be some inclination should be between A and B. Okay, and suppose unit vector or unit, here I will write unit vector along B vector is your B cap you are representing. How will you calculate the B cap? We know the definition of by unit vector B vector and by magnitude of B. Then how will you calculate the projection? The projection of A vector on B vector. Okay, A vector on B vector. How will you calculate? To calculate the projection, that should have magnitude of A cos theta in one place, and B, instead of B vector you will write B cap. Okay, this is your projection formula. Projection of A vector on B vector will be the magnitude of A vector cos theta B cap. If it will be asked projection of B vector on A vector, then what will be the magnitude of B cos theta and then A cap? No, and then magnitude of A as it is, cos theta as it is, and then what is the B vector formula? That is B vector by magnitude of B. And if you will calculate, we know that A dot B, here I will write roughly, A dot B is your magnitude of A, magnitude of B, and then cos theta. Then what will be the magnitude of A cos theta value? Magnitude of A cos theta value is your A vector and the dot B vector and by magnitude of B vector. So instead of this you can write here A vector dot B vector and then magnitude of B vector. No, and then B vector and by magnitude of B vector. Okay, so after this what you will do? A vector and dot B vector by magnitude of B vector of A square, sorry, only of this is a square. No, and then dot B vector. No, you can write in big bracket. So this is the formula for the calculation of projection. Obviously projection is one of the vector. Now let's calculate the, obviously it will have magnitude. Suppose if you are going to calculate magnitude, then what will be that? Suppose you are going to calculate the magnitude of projection. The magnitude of projection of A vector on B vector. So first, magnitude means what? Obviously this we are representing this way, no, modulus, and A on B means magnitude of A cos theta will be obviously, and then B cap will be, no, B cap. So what you will get? You will get it as a what? Magnitude of separate it, magnitude of A, and then cos theta, no, write it here, B cap magnitude. So magnitude of B cap, unit vector magnitude is your 1. What you will obtain then? Magnitude of A cos theta and then 1, no, since magnitude of B vector is your 1. So after you know the magnitude of A cos theta value, that is A vector dot B vector and then magnitude of B. This is your required magnitude of projection of A on B. If it will be asked to find the magnitude of projection of B on A, then A dot B by magnitude of A will be obviously, no. After then, let's come to the example one question. Let us take about one question for a scalar triple product. If A vector you have given I vector and plus J vector and plus 3k vector, one of the vector is, and B vector you have given as a 2I vector plus 3J vector and plus k vector, and C vector you have given, C vector is your I vector plus 4J vector plus k vector. Find T. You need to find T such that the given is such that means it is given such that A vector plus TB vector, no, is perpendicular to C. Perpendicular to C vector. This is the condition is given. Now your target is to find the unknown. Find the T value of T. So what will be the solution for this? Given is what? Since A vector plus TB vector is perpendicular, this is given, perpendicular to C vector. No, this is perpendicular. So we will write what? A vector and plus TB vector. Perpendicular case is, you can check in the property of scalar product. Though this vector and this vector perpendicular means this dot this, no, A vector plus TB vector dot C vector equal to 0. Now substitute the value. A vector means what is the vector? That is I vector plus J vector and plus 3k vector and plus T times instead of B vector you can write here 2I vector plus 3J vector and plus k vector, no, and then dot instead of C vector you can write I vector plus 4J vector and then plus k vector. Obviously right side you have 0. So or you can add it, or I should be single, just take the command 1 plus 2t I vector and plus 1 plus 3t, no, 1 plus 3t J vector and then plus what is 3 plus t and then k vector and dot you have I vector plus 4J vector plus k vector equal to 0. And then what you will do? Just what you will do? I with I you can do the product. I with I, if you will do, obviously you will get 1 plus 2t, then here 1 plus 3t, here 1 plus 2t, and here 4 times is multiplied here, 4 times 1 plus 3t, and then lastly 3 plus t and then into 1 you can say, okay, here even into 1, I into I is your 1. So after calculation what you will get? The value of t you will get, therefore t is your minus 8 by 15. This is your required answer will be, no, this is will be your required answer. After then you can complete this one. For you will have questions. Determine P. Determine value of p such that a vector equal to 2i vector plus pj vector and plus 3k vector, and b vector you have given it as a I vector plus j vector plus 2k vector are perpendicular. You complete it, no, perpendicular. So obviously a and b are perpendicular, a dot b equal to 0. Then substitute the value, you will get the p value. The answer will be of this, answer will be your p is equal to -8. Okay, you calculate yourself. Then extra question, let us take one of next questions, that is, if a vector plus b vector plus c vector equal to 0 and magnitude of a equal to 3, magnitude of b is equal to 5, magnitude of c you have given 7, find the angle between a vector and b vector. What will be the angle between a and b? So solution for this a and b angle, you know that cos theta. Oh, we can write, we know that cos theta angle you need to find. Cos theta is your what? A dot b, and by magnitude of a and magnitude of b. Just substitute whatever you have given. So a dot b and magnitude of a you have given what? 3, and then magnitude of b what you have given, that is 5, and which is a dot b and by 15. No, this say star. This actually, this will be the answer. Lastly you will get the answer this, but target is your to find a dot b, only this is unknown. So where theta is angle between a and b, angle between a vector and b vector. No, here what is given there? Here given is your given a vector plus b vector plus c vector, we are taking as a 0. So your target is to find a dot b. So let's take c on the another side, a vector plus b vector, which is equal to minus c vector. Now minus c vector will be, after then let's square on the both sides, squaring on both sides, what you will get? Then obviously a vector and plus b vector of a square, which is equal to minus c vector of a square you will get. No, after then what you will get? A vector of a square means simply you can write a square plus 2 a vector dot b vector, and then b square equal to c square. Or a square means what? Magnitude of a of a square plus 2 a vector dot b vector and plus magnitude of b vector of a square. Representation you can see in the property, which is equal to magnitude of c of a square. Just substitute it. Magnitude of a, what is the value given? 3 of a square and plus 2 a vector dot b vector and plus b vector, magnitude of b is given as a 5 of a square equal to what is 7 of a square. So further calculation, let's have further calculation, go on, further calculations. So after then what you will get 9 plus 2a vector dot b vector and plus 5 of a square is there. No, 5 of a square is 25 equal to 7 of a square is 49. So 2a vector dot b vector will be your 49 minus what? 49 minus 9 minus 25. So a vector dot b vector you will get what? That is 15 by 2 you will get. Substitute this in a star. Substituting in a star. We get what you will get. You will get a vector dot cos theta is there. No, cos theta is equal to a vector dot b vector and by what was there in the denominator 15. So cos theta, just substitute is 15 by 2 and by 15. So cos theta will be your 1 by 2. Cos theta will be your cos 60 degree. Then theta will be your 60 degree, which is the required answer. No, required angle. Okay. Then after then, last you have, not last. After then, I would like to say one of the property was there. No, one of the property of unit vectors. Properties of dot vector of unit vectors. Property of last one. Properties of dot product of unit vectors. No, unit vectors. This is unit vector. That means ijk is called as a unit vector. Earlier we have discussed that any two vectors dot product properties. No, vectors. So first property you have, let the unit vectors I vector, j vector and k vector, no, along x, y and z axes respectively. Suppose ijk is a unit vector, then you can see in the figure, suppose this is your 3 dimension, then x, y, z. Suppose this is your I vector, unit vector, and this is j vector, and this one will be k vector. Then what will be then you will get I dot I, which is equal to j dot j, no, which is equal to k dot k, which is equal to 1. Okay, that means if like vector, same vector will be the dot product will be done between the same vector, then the result will be the 1. And similarly, if you will do different vectors dot, I vector dot j, or you can say j vector dot k, or you can say k vector dot I, if different vectors will be there, 0. Why it happens to be? Because why it happens 0? Because I vector, j vector and k vector are mutually perpendicular. K vector are mutually perpendicular. No, due to perpendicular, cos 90 degree, cos theta is there, no, between two dot vector, magnitude of first, magnitude of second, and then cos theta is there. If you will substitute instead of theta 90 degree, obviously cos 90 is 0, then it will be the unlike vector will be your 0. Okay, and second property that you have expression, suppose let a vector is your a1 I vector and plus a2 j vector and plus a3 k vector, and b vector you have, suppose b1 I vector plus b2 j vector and plus b3 k vector, then a dot b, which is what you will get, substitute this a1 I vector plus a2 j vector and plus a3 k vector, and dot instead of b1 I vector plus b2 j vector and plus b3 k vector. If you will do dot, what you will get, a1 b1 plus a2 b2 plus a3 b3. This is the required calculation for the a dot b. Okay, you can calculate by in this way also. And lastly, I am going to write here one of the topic is there, the rectangle. How did you express this one, a1i, a2j and a3k? How did you write? So for that I am writing a topic, the rectangular resolution of a vector, no. So what do you mean about it? The expressing the coordinate in vector form is called is called rectangular resolution, is called rectangular resolution of a vector. What do you mean about this? For example, let P has coordinate. P has a coordinate. Suppose P has coordinate. Coordinate is x, y, z. Okay, suppose this is P has coordinate x, y, z. Then OP vector can be written as a xi vector plus yj vector plus zk vector. Now, in this way, a scalar product of any two vectors is completed. No, in similar way you can complete the exercise. I am going to show the exercise from 1 to 13.1. okay, to 1 to 13 you can do. First one problem is this one. Just find a and b and angle between them. Just you need to find the dot product, no, and angle. 1 to 13 you can complete. Up to 1 to 13, what are the related problem? No, I am not talking about the same. Inside there must be the vector product or cross product might be there. Okay, like one number is similar to scalar product and two number you can complete, and similarly you can say parallelogram. You can complete this one. 7 number, 8 number. Okay, 8 number, 9 number you can complete, 10 number you can complete, 10 number you can complete. Okay, these are the, and in the projection case you can complete this one, 13 number. Okay, the projection of OB vector on OA vector you can complete, and similarly 12 number you can complete. Here find the vector projection of A onto B. No, you complete it. Okay, thank you. This much for today. Thank you. Any queries you can message to me.